Intoxicated Vapes. Boom. Hey everyone, this is Sunny again from Intoxicated Vapes, and I'm back again with another vape related video. Today we're going to be talking about the most important thing in vaping. Many people have got a different thought about the most important thing. So for me, the most important thing in vaping is your batteries, and how important it is to have a safe battery in your mod. You should be knowing about your battery safety, and you should be knowing what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. So I've got like few bits to tell you. Obviously you guys are vapers, you guys been vaping for a long time, maybe not for a long time, but you should be like, I'm pretty sure you guys know what you're doing. So yeah, just a quick one basically. This battery normally we use in our vapes is called 18650. There are a few other different types of batteries, 20700, 2700 or 21700. Loads and loads of different companies making those batteries. First of all, a tip that I would not personally go and buy a battery online from a cheap, I won't go for a cheap battery basically. If you are buying a battery, make sure you buy from the authentic vape store or somewhere authentic, right? Oh my god, it's really hot. Yeah, and yeah, it got to be authentic. There are many brands, Samsung, LG, Sony, many, eLeaf, XYZ, but for all of them, the most important part is it got to be safe. So when we talk about battery safety, what do we mean about that? So for that, like the meaning is it should be, first of all, properly wrapped, right? There shouldn't be no tears, no damages, no dents in your battery. The insulator should be on place, bottom bit should be fine, top bit should be fine. Like this is an example of a good battery. If I show you an example of a bad battery, like for example, like say, I don't know if you can see this has been torn from the top. It can happen from the bottom bit as well. If either the insulator is missing. So what really happened? 18650 batteries or any of these vape batteries, 21700 or whatever, they are high drain batteries. So if they get shorted, for example, in your pocket, if you leave them in your pocket with no safety covers, like you should always be keeping these batteries with either one of them, or there are a few different types. For example, these rubber sleeves are available as well. So either so make sure you store your batteries in these or any of these, like different types. Reason why? So if you leave them loose in your bags, in your purse, in your pocket or in your jacket, and you got like anything metal in there, and this battery gets shorted, so what happens is the high drain of voltage, and that can cause immense amount of heat and in some cases explosion. I'm not here to like scare you guys, but just trying to explain you how important this battery safety thing is. Another really important bit is how to charge your batteries. So the vapes we get normally, like for example, we get the MTLs and the pod devices. In those, the batteries are all built in. So in that case, you can just always plug in a micro USB to it and charge it the way it is. Then comes the mods, for example, these type of mods, in which you can always remove the battery, but it also have a charging port here. The recommendation is not to charge through this port. This port is for the software updates, the firmware updates, bits and bobs, but not for the battery, the charging bit. So we try and we recommend not to charge it. People still do charge it, but it's not for the right purpose. It's not the right thing to do, because it will kind of like kill the battery's life. So if you do it in the external chargers, that is the best thing to do. And then comes to the mods like the tube mods and your mechanical mods. like these type of mods. In that, you don't even have a USB, so obviously you have to take the battery out and plug it and put it in your external charger. There's so many different types: 2 bays, 4 bays, 6 bays, up to 8. I don't know how many. So in that, these type of chargers, you have the spring-loaded, you know, slots for the batteries. Another very bad practice is what people do, which kind of kills your battery, and it kind of like, you know, screw up your whole wrapping, is what people do. They just put the battery in, they drag it down and do it like that. In that way, your battery starts to tear from the top here, or either from the bottom, and cause something like that, you know, in which you've got like a ripped top. So the best practice which I found is take your battery, press your spring down, place it in the middle, and then just leave it spring. Boom, done. You know, easiest way to do it. Now, question arises: if your battery is wrapped, if your battery wrap is torn, is you know, battery wrap is like kind of fucked up. So what to do? Should we just chuck the battery? No. Depends. If your battery is just the wrap is gone, you can always rewrap it. There are so many different brands. There are so many ways you can get the different type of wraps. My favorite, to be honest, is these guys. It's not a paid video, but you know, these guys makes the best wraps. Seriously, the designs are amazing. ODB wraps. So all my batteries, either you will find them wrapped in ODB, or another one which is very tricky. People just go, oh, you haven't wrapped your battery. Like for example, this one, it looks like a naked battery, but it's not. It's wrapped in the clear film, clear wrap. So yeah, don't think that, you know, oh no, it's gonna explode or something like that. No, it's wrapped. It's safe, beautifully safe. So yeah, if it is torn, all you have to do, take it off, rip it off. I'll show you actually quickly. Make sure you keep hold of this insulator. If you lose it, then you have to probably order it more. I don't have any, so I'm gonna keep hold of it. Right, so that's your naked battery. Then take one of the wraps. Let me take this clear one. Come on. Right. Put it in. Make sure you put the insulator on top. Now, another tricky part is you have to make sure you have got enough, you know, like the same amount of wrap left on the top and the bottom. But in that way, you have got perfectly blessed and perfectly banging looking brand new battery. Obviously you're gonna need a heat gun or your partner's hair dryer, but make sure you do not use a naked flame like a lighter or a matchstick or something like that. Like, I've seen people doing that. For a time being, it does work. It doesn't even show any damage, but in a longer run, there is a damage to the batteries in the naked flame. So here you go, brand new, insulated, beautiful looking battery. So that's pretty much it, mate. And another thing I actually wanted to say is thank you so very much for all your love, all your support. Like, I was not expecting that. In 2 days time, you guys have given me over 100 views on my previous video. So thank you very much for all love, support, and I'll try my level best to show you what I know. Obviously, I'm open to learn. I'm learning from here, there, and everywhere, like, you know, and would welcome, like, really welcome all your feedback. If you want to see something, if you guys want me to do or show you something, you know, tell you something, just pop in my inbox, drop me a message. there are 100 million ways to contact me. Follow me on my Instagram, follow me on YouTube, Facebook, wherever. And yeah, thank you once again. Peace out.